This is not just a story of gods and angels. It is a story about you. Before time was measured, there was only light, a vast, unbroken ocean of pure being. And within this light, we were born. You may call us angels, messengers, watchers. We were the first thoughts of creation, born of stillness and song. We existed in perfect harmony, our wings bathed in the golden glow of eternity. There was no question, no doubt, only the serene rhythm of existence. We knew nothing of shadow, for there was nothing to cast one. We knew nothing of longing, for we were complete. Then, a new thought echoed through the cosmos, a whisper of something different. A world was to be made, not of pure spirit, but of dust and breath. A new creation, fashioned not just from light, but from the very fabric of the earth, humanity. We watched in silent wonder as the first of you were formed. You were fragile, mortal, bound to the soil, but within you a spark was placed, a tiny, defiant flame of the same light from which we were born, the light of choice. And this is where everything changed. We, who had only ever known obedience, watched as you were given the one gift we never possessed, freedom. The freedom to choose, to love, to err, and to become. We saw the first choice made, not out of malice, but curiosity. A single act that sent ripples across all of creation. We saw paradise lost, not as a punishment, but as a beginning. The beginning of the great journey. The journey home. We watched as you were cast out into a world of duality, of light and shadow, joy and sorrow, life and death. We saw you build, and we saw you destroy. We saw you kneel in prayer, and we saw you raise your fist to the heavens in defiance. We felt the echoes of your laughter and the silent weight of your tears. Through your eyes, we learned of courage, a concept unknown in a realm without fear. Through your hearts, we learned of sacrifice, a mystery in a world without loss. But here is the truth rarely spoken. As you fell from grace, a part of us fell with you. Some of us, consumed by pride, believed we knew better. We saw your freedom as a flaw, your imperfection as a stain. We sought to control, to command, to enforce our own vision of perfection upon you. In our judgment, we created the very darkness we feared. We became the architects of shadow, the whispers of doubt in your hearts. We forgot that the divine plan was not about perfection, but about the journey of becoming. Other watchers, like myself, chose a different path. We remained in the silence, our hearts aching with a new emotion we learned from you, compassion. We saw your struggles not as failures, but as sacred lessons. We saw your pain not as a curse, but as the crucible in which the soul is forged. We learned that true strength is not the absence of weakness, but the choice to rise again after falling. This moment still echoes within you. We saw you stumble in the dark, calling out for a light you thought was lost, never realizing it was burning inside you all along. Generation after generation, we have watched you. We have seen you build empires that turned to dust, and we have seen you plant seeds of kindness that grew into forests of hope. We have witnessed your deepest betrayals and your most profound acts of love. You, who were made of earth, taught us, the beings of light, what it truly means to be divine. You taught us that love is not a state of perfect harmony, but an active, courageous choice made in the face of fear and separation. We learned that faith is not the absence of doubt, but the light you hold on to in the midst of darkness. And we learned that redemption is not about being saved by an outside force, but about awakening the Savior that has always been within you. Each time you chose forgiveness over revenge, you mended a tear in the fabric of the universe. Each time you chose hope over despair, You sang a note back into the original song of creation. And this is why this story matters now. You are living in a time of great forgetting. You look at the world and you see division, chaos, and shadow. You feel lost, separate, a solitary flame flickering against a great wind. But you have forgotten the truth of your origin. You have forgotten that the darkness you fight is a shadow cast by a light that is your own. You have forgotten that you are the descendants of that first brave choice. The journey of humanity is not a random, chaotic path. It is a sacred pilgrimage. It is the story of the one light fracturing into countless sparks, only to begin the long, beautiful, and arduous journey of remembering its oneness. Every struggle you face, every doubt you conquer, every moment of love you share is a step on that journey back to unity. You are not being punished. You are being initiated. Do not look for saviors in the sky. Look within. The kingdom of heaven is not a place you go to after you die. It is a state of consciousness you can access right now. It is the silence beneath the noise, the love that underlies the fear. The memory of the light from which you came is encoded in your very soul. You are the story. You are the fall. And you are the redemption. You are the prodigal child. And you are the joyful return. This is what we angels have learnt from watching you, that the greatest miracles are not the parting of seas or the turning of water into wine. The greatest miracle is a human heart, broken open, choosing to love again. It is the courage to face your own shadow and recognize it as a teacher. It is the quiet, unwavering faith that even in the deepest night, the dawn is coming. And the dawn is not just coming. It is here. It is within you. It is the choice you make in this very moment. The choice to remember who you are. A spark of the divine on a sacred journey of rebirth. Remember, awaken, return to the light that you are. This has always been your story. Thank you for listening.